on the year orders and decorations. Mr. Karol Nawrocki, who was recently elected as the esteemed President of the Republic of Poland by virtue of his significant and momentous election to this very high office, consequently becomes the 16th Grand Master of the Distinguished Order of Polonia Restituta. This significant event took place at the historic Royal Castle in the vibrant city of Warsaw on the 6th day of August in the year 2025. I respectfully ask the President to symbolically and ceremonially assume the esteemed and significant leadership of the Distinguished Order of Polonia Restituta, a highly prestigious and historical Polish state order, thereby acknowledging its profound importance and heritage. I am formally requesting that the President proceed with the official signing of the investiture protocol. This crucial document outlines the formal procedures and necessary steps for the investiture ceremony, which is a significant event marking the official appointment and formal assumption of duties. The prompt execution of this signing is essential to ensure the timely progression of this important process and to uphold the established protocols for such a momentous occasion. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. The esteemed President and the diligent Secretary carefully hand over the official letter to the President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. I kindly ask the President to take the floor.
By the will of the voters, by the will of the nation, I stand before you with a deep sense of responsibility, but also humility, and above all, I stand before the chapters of the two most distinguished Polish civil decorations. For both the Order of the White Eagle and the Polonia Restituta, the Order of the Rebirth of Poland, are in a way a bridge running along the red and blue ribbon, a bridge between the First, Second and Third Republic of Poland. Established 320 years ago, the Order of the White Eagle has experienced various fates along with the Republic, but it was also born and reborn in independent Poland after 1918, when the first recipients were the fathers of our independence, already setting the direction for those to be honored, a direction that should remain important for us as well, people of independence, freedom and Polish sovereignty. Of course, after 1945, this order was abolished by the communists in a colonial subjugated Poland, where these insignia, symbols of Polish greatness and independence, had no place in a nation enslaved in both spirit and body. But it was revived again after 1989, once more being awarded to ladies and gentlemen who stood for the same values: Polish freedom, independence, solidarity and sovereignty. Among those who were decorated after 1989 in the emerging Third Republic of Poland and later were Prime Minister Jan Olszewski, the Mother of Solidarity, Anna Walentinowicz, Jan Józef Lipski, Alexander Hall, Saint Pope John Paul II, but also Joanna and Andrzej Gwiazda, whom I can call my friends and whom I would like to especially greet today from the Royal Castle in Warsaw. Similarly, for 104 years, the Order of Polonia Restituta has been filled with names, but above all, ladies and gentlemen, with the life stories of those who serve the Republic of Poland, regardless of where in the world they have been called to serve Poland. Among the many remarkable dames and knights is also Karolina Nawrocka, who, at the age of 104, in one of her last interviews, gave a very simple, yet perhaps one of the most beautiful definitions of patriotism. Because when we reflect today on what patriotism is, we can answer directly. Just as it was 100 years ago, 200 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, patriotism is simply the love of one's homeland, the love of the community to which we belong. Only the ways in which it is expressed change. However, Karolina Nawrocka went even further, writing and saying that patriotism is a sense of absolute belonging and the primacy of fulfilling one's duties towards the national community, this national community that has been built in Poland for over 1,000 years, on Christian values, on our shared experience of history, on our national memory, on our common plans for the future, and which is also inscribed in our beautiful Polish language. Yes, the sense of absolute belonging to the national community and the primacy of the sense of duty towards that community is what unites the ladies and gentlemen of the Order of the White Eagle and the Order of Polonia Restituta, regardless of the changing mottos and formulas of this honorary distinction. I am thinking here of the Order of the White Eagle. It is still present in it and remains dominant. The eagle with a crown. The eagle with a crown which soared towards Polish independence. The eagle with a crown which never allowed Polish independence and freedom to be taken away. The eagle with a crown which reminds us that we are a strong and proud nation, and for whom our centuries-old, over 1,000-year-old identity is very important and will be cherished. Ladies and gentlemen, the policy of state orders is a part of the Polish state's memory policy, for which the President of the Republic of Poland is also responsible. It is carried out in order to renew our sense of national community around the identities from which we are built. It exists to show the younger generation, including my own generation born in the 1980s, role models worth emulating, regardless of whether they come from social, political, sports, artistic, or cultural circles. This absolute belonging to the Polish state and the primacy of fulfilling duties toward the community, as Karolina Nawrocka wrote, should be binding for all dames and knights of the Order of the White Eagle and the Order of Polonia Restituta. I stand before you with humility and with the awareness that it will not be possible during my term to honor all the wonderful, most outstanding Poles who serve our homeland. That is only natural, but I also stand here calmly, especially looking towards Your Excellency, because after all, the greatest reward for serving our homeland can be received from God Himself beyond our earthly life, as the great master Jan Kochanowski wrote in his 12th song, and if the path to heaven is open to anyone, it is to those who serve their homeland. However, he also added that there is no need to doubt that whatever envy may take from them, God will reward. So I leave to God, for service to the homeland, dear ladies and gentlemen, the most beautiful reward, and on a human level, as the President of the Republic of Poland, and I address this to the honorable chapters, to the chairmen, on a human level, with a sense of duty and responsibility towards the Polish state, let us do everything together so that in the next 5 years we may honor with these distinguished honorary titles those people who feel an absolute belonging to the homeland and who place serving the Republic of Poland above all else. This is a great honor and an enormous responsibility for me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Long live Poland.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, now will be the moment for offering the President wishes and congratulations on the occasion of his assuming the highest office in the state. I invite the President. I ask the President's beloved mother, his dear sister, and his esteemed son to offer their heartfelt congratulations.